What the hell is up, everyone? My name is Jamie Logan.
And I'm Dexter Griffen.
And we're here in Delray Beach, Florida, and we're asking people, what is yoga? More specifically, how does it pertain to the animals?
To me, killing a living thing is like the worst thing that a human being can do.
And get drunk. But also, I love yoga. Go yoga.
Until you guys grow up and actually start doing things for yourself, maybe your perspective will change and won't be as so judgmental.
Oh my God, I'm gonna fall!
Daisy, what is yoga?
That's not true.
I didn't hear anything, did you?
I feel like yoga is the way to like calm the body, you know.
To release any stress or negativity from your mind, body, soul, heart.
That's a beautiful answer.
Oneness, not only with yourself, but with everything else.
I think yoga is a spiritual mind and body practice. It combines both. It's an inner working of both.
Yoga is reconnecting with the true reality that is within us all. What does that mean to you?
Let's do it.
Just do it.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm already spiritually awakened.
Really? How so?
I do meditation, focus on frequency and vibration.
You already practice yoga.
We're speaking to the right man. What are some foods that we can consume that raise our vibrations?
Anything clean. So I eat. I believe in Gaia, which is Mother Nature, of course. Anything pure, which is I do eat meat, but I eat clean meat.
What is clean meat?
Well, clean meat. You may not like this, but it's true. We're part of it. We're all connected. So including animals.
Would you say yes or no, being violent lowers your vibration?
Yes.
Yes.
What kind of vibration?
Your
Aura.
Anyways, follow
Aura?
yoga.
If you harm
Thank
animals, do you think it will lower your vibration?
Yes.
Are you vegan?
Oh my gosh, go back.
I don't even buy like meat off of, I don't buy milk, I don't buy meat from, I won't, from Publix, from anything. Not only is it animal abuse, but it's just not good for anyone in the process. Yeah. It's not.
So much is made from animal products, and we're all raised on it.
Yeah.
So in order to break yourself away from it, you have to let go of a lot of old ideas and a lot of things that you were born with. You know, not born with, but were raised and taught. But as far as that goes, yeah, I'm not really for using animal products if it's not necessary.
In the culture of yoga, there are different systems called Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva. And we classify the different foods as having different elevations of energy, whether it heightens your energy or lowers. And the belief is meat lowers that energy.
Right, yes, I believe that too.
I have a spiritual connection with the animals on my farm. I know where they come from. I know what they eat. I know everything about them.
What are they thinking when they're being killed, though?
What are they thinking? Well, I couldn't tell you what they're thinking, but I know we're all part of the same thing. So the first thing I say is, when I do harvest them, is what I like to say.
Well, kill them.
Nice. Yes, and we could be killed too.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm saying is, it's a circle of life. When I'm looking into the eyes of a creature that's still breathing, its last breaths, and I'm sitting down, and I'm holding my chest and my heart, and I'm touching it. I'm looking and I'm thanking for every little morsel of that food that's going to go into the sustenance of my young children. And when we sit down to dinner, we say a prayer in respect to that animal.
Yeah,
right?
but did that animal tell you, oh, okay, it's okay, now take my life?
No, well, of course not, but any animal.
Is there an ethical way or a humane way to take the life of someone who does not want to die?
No, I don't think so.
Should we continue trying to find the right ways to do the wrong thing, or should we just stop doing the wrong thing at the end of the day? So then the question then becomes, if we do not need these foods for survival, does it make it okay for us to take that life? If it's just for our sensory pleasure alone?
I don't think that it's necessary at all. Unfortunately, where we're at in our evolution as humans, we have accepted the mass, slaughter of animals for our health. Is that the way that it should be?
It sounds to me like you're very concerned with animals. You love them. That is why you take the extra step to pray over them, to make sure.
Live off the land.
Living off the land, right.
I live off the land. I'm connected spiritually to the and
Yes.
I don't disassociate myself from the land.
So that being said, those animals, those individuals that are going through the experience of having their throat slit, or however you're killing them, are having an experience of having their lives and existence taken from them for a purpose that's unnecessary for your survival. You don't need to eat them to survive. survive because you can get nutrients and sustenance from a plant-based diet.
I show, and as most hunters I know show, the immense amount of respect. And when I mean respect, I mean living it, learning it, breathing it, right?
But how do you want to be respected? You wouldn't want somebody saying, I respect you so much, we're connected, let me take your life and eat you because I like the taste, right? You wouldn't want that.
I would say morally, no matter how good you take care of them, it's kind of messed up leading them down this life to then slaughter them when they don't know it.
To betray them.
Even if they do know it, that's even more miserable for them.
You know, there's so much controversy about that subject, and I see it every day online. People advocate, you know, these diets, you know what I mean? That carnivore diets are big now, which is like the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life, to be honest with you, because I'm like going, how could you just eat meat and nothing else when so much else is available? Why kill a living, you know, to me, killing a living thing is like the worst thing that a human being can do, you know?
Absolutely.
Because you wouldn't want that to happen to you, right? So
treat others how you want to be treated.
Exactly.
This is how God or high being or whatever created the world. Like if he didn't want us to eat meat and eat other animals, he wouldn't have invented the eagle to fucking eat a rat.
Why would an all-loving God create animals like cows, chickens, turkeys, or pigs with a central nervous system and with the ability to feel pain if we were meant to do the things that we do to them?
Believe me, I don't like it.
Do you know the process of how the cow gets to the plate, though?
My dad worked in a packing plant. Like you guys don't know.
Oh, I've been to slaughterhouses and factory farms. Yeah, many of them. I do.
My dad was a maintenance guy, and there's maggots in there and all kinds of shit. And like,
is that nature and how God intended?
Oh no.
But that's where the majority of the meat comes from, right?
Yeah. I can't tell you how many animals I see attack, slaughter, and kill another in vicious ways, whether it's skunks or foxes.
Who's hungry?
We shouldn't act like animals.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is death is as much as part of birth.
But we don't need to take life prematurely, right? If we don't need to for survival.
Well, yeah, but you could say the same thing in times of war. Is it necessary to attack the Nazis in World War II? And now if you say no, that's fine. But in self-defense, is there any time that somebody's breaking your house and attacking my 3 babies in the crib? Am I allowed to kill him? Am I allowed to kill him?
You bring up
slaughtering the animals in self-defense, though.
The difference is the animals we eat are the kindest, most defenseless animals. Right. It's two completely different things.
Taking life is also part of the cycle. Taking of death is also part of the cycle of life.
Death is a part of that cycle, but I think that taking is kind of greedy.
I also think a lot of people are very selfish in this day and age. I mean, in South Florida, you have so many people moving from different places and they kind of feel like, you know, you have to look out for yourself. They're not really thinking about, you know, the helpless. Those animals are helpless. I always tell her, like, if somebody doesn't step up and do something, like, the problem is going to keep going.
I also believe that there is spirituality in plant life. I think that's very greedy for you to eat. I honestly believe that.
Do you believe plants feel pain?
Not necessarily in the cerebral same way as animals would, but I do believe that they're living. They do listen to noise. They understand frequency and vibration.
Okay, so I have to say this in rebuttal. If I eat this beautiful little puppy, it's gone. But if this was an apple tree and I took one of the hundreds of apples on it, it can still regenerate and sustain and continue to live.
Fair enough.
So when we also talk about plants, if we want to be plant activists, the animals eat the most amount of plant crops grown, so you can reduce plant casualties by actually going vegan. You're not eating the animals that ate all those plants, you're just going directly to the plant source.
Yes and no.
when you go to heaven, that grass might be pissed off at you.
Does that grass feel pain?
It might. We don't know.
It doesn't have No, I know it doesn't because it doesn't have a central nervous system or a brain or a spinal cord.
When we go to heaven, you'll find out.
Whenever you grow food like tofu or anything like that for vegetarians, an incredible amount of creatures are slaughtered.
Do you know where most of plant crops are fed to and all the mice and the insects, what those lands are actually cleared for?
Well,
it's not for the 2% of vegans.
There's 1,000 different things it can go for.
No, it's for animal agriculture. It's to feed the 80+ billion animals that we breed into existence to kill. We can actually do plant farming much better, for sure, but the same old animal agriculture practices aren't gonna get better. Are you vegan?
No. I'm mostly just
consider
vegetarian. Would I would, you know. But being a vegan is very time consuming, and you know, sometimes it's hard to be that strict on a diet, at least for me.
I think that that's the exact mindset I was in a few years ago. And somebody asked me, is my convenience more important than an animal's life? So is the little bit of time that I might have to adjust looking up a restaurant beforehand or packing something to go, is that more important than, for example, taking the milk from a dairy cow that is sent to the slaughterhouse because her production slows down, right? People don't realize that the dairy and the egg industries are slaughter industries. So they're just as violent and cruel, if not worse, than the meat industry.
I've only seen pictures, and that was enough. That was like, just so wrong, you know? And breeding them just to kill them is even worse. It's just, what's the point in that, you know? I mean, our society is pigeonholed, you know what I mean? Just to believe certain things, like, oh, this is the way it has to be. You need free thinkers in order to, like yourself, you know, thinking, you know, I can be a vegan and, you know, won't take much, you know? I think that's an awesome thing, yeah.
In this day and age, it's really pushed that this is the food pyramid.
How do we change it? How do we begin to change it? If we just go along with the system that's already set up and we keep funding these industries, they are going to keep producing these products. Change starts here with us because we were not raised vegan. I used to eat meat multiple times a day, honestly. And if I could provide you a way of life that gives you the satisfaction that you want, the convenience that you want, that's cruelty-free, that's cheap, versus the same old product that causes environmental degradation, animal suffering, that's bad for your health, it's like, why wouldn't you choose the vegan option? Part of why we wanted to come out here and speak with people about yoga is because we wanted to show the direct connection between yoga, treating others with kindness, compassion, and veganism. Every day with my life, I can put my morals into my actions and live compassionately.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful thing.
Until you guys grow up and actually start doing things for yourself, and you have to sustain yourself and your family and understand the world, understand plant life, understand animal life, and how we're all one and we're all connected on a spiritual, deep sense, right? Maybe your perspective will change and won't be as so judgmental, I should say. It's called wisdom.
Wisdom to me is looking at things from other point of views and perspectives, and that's why when I put myself in the position of the animals and I hear somebody like you, a nice, good person that means well, taking their lives from them, I don't want my position to change on that. There's a free resource, it's called Challenge 22. They have free nutritionists, free recipes.
Challenge 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they'll just kind of guide you through different ways to make sure you stick to your ground and build that community.
I'll definitely check it out. Because yeah, it's great to feel like you belong to something, you know, bigger than yourself, always, right? Yeah.
So go to challenge22.com. They'll send you free recipes and.
Oh, dude, I love that.
Yeah,
I love to cook.
Perfect.
Woo! What an amazing night, Dexter. We just spoke to tons of people here on the streets of Atlantic Avenue in Delray, Florida.
I think they were very open, but they still got a lot of work to do.
They needed a little bit of a push, right, Daisy Dukes? Yeah.
May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute into that happiness and freedom for all.
And guys, you know the drill. You go vegan yourself if you're not already vegan yet. Follow me at It's Jamie's Corner.
Follow me in the bio.
We're about to go get some vegan ice cream, so we'll see ya. Bye!
Om